Chondro Corner where we rise and grow. Twist and turn, let the passion flow. Chondro Corner, watch the future shine. Every scale a story, one of a kind.
From the shadows we move, striking out bright. In every twist we find the light. Breeding the best, gotta have patience in this game. Chondro Corner where we make our name. Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner. Chondro Corner where we rise and grow. Twist and turn, let the passion flow. Chondro Corner, watch the future shine. Every scale a story, one of a kind. Every scale tells a tale, every clutch a dream. Working the grind, we reign supreme. In every corner, the potential's real. Chondro Corner, where we seal the deal. Chondro Corner, 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 Chondro Corner. When we scale tells a tale, every clutch a dream. Working the grind, we reign supreme. In every corner, the potential's real. Chondro Corner, where we seal the deal. Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, where we rise and grow. Twist and turn, let the passion flow. Chondro Corner, watch the future shine. Every scale a story, one of a kind. Chondro Corner, where we rise and grow. Twist and turn, let the passion flow. Chondro Corner, watch the future shine. Every scale a story, one of a kind. Chondro Corner, where we rise and grow. Twist and turn, let the passion flow. Chondro Corner, watch the future shine. Every scale a story, one of a kind. Chondro Corner, 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 Chondro Corner.
Hey everyone. Clearly I was having technical difficulties tonight. We'll blame it on this, my third podcast. So we're going to get things started. I just wanted to thank all the early birds. So we have T Keys. Thank you for coming on tonight. Nikki, thanks for showing up. JNS Exotics, James, thank you for coming on. Bosa, always supporting everybody, no matter what channel, who they are, just always showing love to everybody in the community. Thanks for coming on. Morph Mart Reptiles, thank you for coming on. Leo, thank you for coming on. He says, hello, Dee Dee. Santos, always another one, always showing love, no matter with who. Shauna, I swear she can split herself into two different people and make it all over the place, because she is literally everywhere showing love too. And we're going to leave it right there. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and bring Dee Dee on.
Hi.
Hi, Dee Dee.
Hello.
Well, I apologize for my little faux pas, first of all.
That's okay. That's okay. No
One
problem.
day we'll have it figured out, you know?
Yeah. No worries.
So I wanted to thank you for coming on. I know it's a little bit of a switch from what we've been starting the trend with as far as keepers and breeding.
Right.
We wanted to kind of switch it up and bring somebody on who is along the same lines as myself currently with just keeping them and keeping an incredible species. So thank you for taking that opportunity to come on with me.
Thank you for having me.
So we're going to start first thing. What got you into chondros?
What got me? Okay. What got me into chondros? I had just, you mean snakes or just chondros?
Well, we can start with what you started with to begin with, and then what.
Okay, ball python. I got a ball python. Okay. So I had a ball python, and then I got a hognose. Then I was going in the local pet store to get feeders, and I saw they had a green tree in there. I was like, oh my God, I love him. I could not take my eyes off of it. It's like, I love him. I have to have him. So I didn't get him. I went home and I thought, okay, I'm going to think about it. I could not stop thinking about this animal. So went back up there and got him the next day, and that's Malachi, my male. Of course, he was an import, and I had to do all the take him to the vet, treat him for, all the things you do when you have an import. What really before Malachi, before the Chondro, I got an Amazon tree boa, and that made me fall in love with the arboreal species. I mean, right there, I was like, oh, okay, that's where my passion lies. I know right now. And so that's really what started with was the Amazon tree boas and then chondros. So yeah, I love them.
So how many do you have currently?
Currently, I have, let's see, 1, 2, 5. I have 5 chondros, 2 Amazon tree boas, and an emerald tree boa. So those are my arboreal species. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, so all of your chondros currently, are they all locality? And which localities?
Yes, I have 3 Biox, 1 Sarong, and 1 Aru.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a preferred locality that you have in your collection?
I love Biox. I love them. I don't know why they're crazy. They're just, I don't know. They're not laid back at all. They're just, I like them. I don't know. That's why I like Amazon tree boas, because they're kind of spicy. They're a challenge, but
on your toes.
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I would say the Biox. I love them, but the Aru, my newest one, he is really a sweetheart. He's just the sweetest animal. I mean, they're all sweet, honestly, all of them. I don't have one.
Right? I have one that tries to eat you when you walk by the enclosure.
Oh my God. No, they are, I like them all. I mean, they're all sweet. I just work with them. I mean, like my Amazon tree boas, I would get them out, and it was like I was going to teach them that trust. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to eat you. I'm your friend. So I would get them out every day. I took many bites, but now they're just like puppy dogs. They do not bite anymore. I can handle them, everything. So, and the chondro is the same. I mean, they were pretty easily. I mean, once they got over the initial, knew I wasn't going to hurt them. They're easy.
What do you use for enclosures for them?
Behind me, like Nova, she's in a Toad Ranch. She's in a 3x2x2. I have other Toad Ranch enclosures that are 2x2x2s. I have an Apex enclosure that I have the Aru in. Mm-hmm. And then I have, I think it's custom reptile habitats for their smaller enclosures that it's sitting right over there. That's what I have the emerald tree boa in, and I have the sarong in. They're just like small ones. Like, I don't even know the exact dimension, but they're a little smaller PVCs. So.
For your next acquisition for Chondro, what are your plans for that? Are there any ideas as far as designer? Do you want to venture into designer, stick to locality?
I don't know. I mean, I think if I do ever breed, like I said, I'll breed. I'll make my own designers. I will probably stick with locality if I can. I kind of like locality, and I don't know. I don't know. I see some gorgeous designers out there though that I would love to have. So I don't know. That would be tough. I don't know.
I mean, I could understand that completely, because even like there's an appreciation for the localities for sure, 110%.
Yeah.
I think they all bring their own uniqueness and their own beauty to it. But yeah, some of those designers are insane.
Yes, they really are.
Insane. So I could understand that completely. As far as making your own designers, is that a short-term plan, long-term goal? What is that as far as breeding?
I mean, I could do it now, but I'm I'm just not confident. I don't know why I'm nervous about it. I'm sure I could do it. I mean, I'm just nervous to put him. I'm afraid she's gonna like hurt my mail or something, or something's gonna go wrong, and I'm gonna have to be the one to separate them and all that stuff. And I'm just like, oh my God, I don't know. But I need to get over that, because eventually I would like to pair her with, you know, with that, and with Malachi, the other Biak. So yeah, I don't know.
I think it is like, I'm kind of intimidated by it too, honestly. Like, even though I have the pair that's of breeding age now, it's all you almost have to go in pessimistic and be surprised at the end from what I'm gathering from it. But it's like, you know, I don't know. Are we ready for our heart broken? You know?
I know. That's what it'll be, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I mean, I know that I'm afraid that I would probably want to keep them all. That's another thing. I would probably want to keep all of them. I don't know. I would like to do it. I really would at some point. And of course, I have so many great people I know in the community who can, you know, who are willing to help. So I know I'm in good hands with that. So yeah, one day I'll do it.
I think like, the community overall, like the Chondro community, it's small, right? But
yeah,
there's so many people that are willing to be like, listen, this is what worked for me. This is what hasn't worked for me. So they're quick to help, want to guide you, which is nice. It really is.
It's so nice. I mean, that is one thing that blew me away. Like, when I got Malachi, I just had no idea. You know, I couldn't find anything. When I Googled it, I was just like, this is no help. I need to do something. You know, I need to know. I'm just that kind of person. I need to research. So I reached out just randomly to a guy named Jay. He was amazing. He helped me on one thing. And then I reached out. I was on Instagram, reached out to Travis. With Mongrel Reptiles, and I said, dude, you're my mentor, and he didn't even offer it. I'm just like, you're my mentor. Sorry, but I chose you, man. You're it, you know. And he's like, okay. But he's helped me out tremendously, and I've met like my best friend Noelle. She through Travis. I mean, you just meet all of these amazing people in this community. They become family. I feel like they're my family. I mean, I love them all. So yeah, it's a great community.
Well, and the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, they're very.
Oh yeah.
Very, like,
oh yeah.
You're screwing up. This is how you need to fix it, which is appreciated, really, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's it should be that way, you know. And all these, you know, had all these questions, and I remember telling Trav, I go, one day I hope I can help someone the way you have helped me, you know. So anytime anyone sends me anything, I'm just like, oh yes, I want to help you. Let me help you if I can, you know. I just love it. Because I bothered everybody for so, you know, I'm like, let me help now. So
yeah, I'm not at the point of bothering people. I still just you know, I can't give advice to people per se, but I sure the heck can peer pressure somebody into getting a Chondro. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will peer pressure somebody. I'm like, what are you still waiting for? Like, come on.
Yeah. That's how Noe is. She will, I mean, I'll bounce something off of her and she's like, I just get it. Oh, get it. You have to, you know, I'm like, you know.
Yeah, but then sometimes you don't want those friends either. Because when you're like having that great debate, you're like, do I want to just make the plunge or do I not? And those friends that are like, do it. You know, you're like, great. Like, I sometimes need that person to be like, no, keep the wallet shut, you know?
Yes. I know.
Why do you think people tend to be intimidated by chondros?
I think that they get a bad rap that people think they're bitey, and yes, they can. I mean, they're defensive, especially if they're like imports. I mean, they've been through some stuff and, they don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they get it. I don't know. But I think they're the most amazing animals to keep. I honestly believe they all have different personalities. They're all, they're just, I love them. I can take them out, and I do. I take them out. Like every week, one of them gets out for I'll take them out, take photos of them. That's my absolute favorite thing to do. And you can ask anybody who follows me on Instagram. That's all I do is post pictures of my animals.
But they're stunning. So, I mean,
thanks.
I do it. Even doing water changes, I'm like, let's take a picture.
Yeah, they are stunning. They are the best subjects. I mean, they are you just can't take a bad photo of them. They're just beautiful. So, yeah.
No, I think I agree with you along the lines of like the intimidation thing. I think their reputation supersedes them, and that intimidates people. And then I think the stigma that they're a hard species to keep.
Yes. And really they're not. I don't feel like they're hard at all. I feel like, they're fairly easy. Once you get it dialed in, it's so simple. So very simple. Like I'm here in Florida, and all of my enclosures have screen tops. And it's so humid here that even indoors, even with, I would think there's been times where, it's gotten so humid in there. I'm like, dear God, if I didn't have a screen top,
it'd be raining.
It would be raining in there. So, that doesn't work for other people though. You know what I mean? A screen top does not work for someone in Michigan or in California. It just doesn't work. And so it's just, yeah.
I think it was the same thing for me, just dialing it in. It was like once I got one dialed in, it's been, as I've added them, it's been easy since then,
Yeah.
And I run ambient. I'm in Florida too, so I run ambient for the most part in here.
Oh, okay, cool.
I do have their heat set up. If the temps drop cool enough, it'll maintain, but
yeah,
I think we pretty much have it made here, honestly.
I do too. I think it's that we really do. We really do. It's a great place to keep, because I hear people saying, I'm like, I never have to do anything to their enclosures. It sits at 65% humidity all the time, and I hear other people struggling, and they're like, mine's at 20, how the hell? So yeah, we are lucky.
For sure. Trying to think of another question for you. This is going so well.
Yeah.
How many more do you plan on adding to your collection? Do you have a number in mind, or?
I don't have a number in mind.
Ear?
Yeah, play it by ear. I mean, honestly, if it was up to me, my entire house would be filled with enclosures. And I would have chondros. I mean, I have them in every room. My office is all chondros. I got 3 in my office, 1 in my bedroom. I would have them everywhere if I could. Honestly.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Start adding to it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I would have my house full of them if I could. So who knows?
When picking out another chondro to add to your collection, what traits are you like drawn to per se? You like the blues, the greens, the high yellows, like?
Honestly, I would love to have a solid yellow. Like can't even remember what the name of that.
Somebody posted one recently.
Yeah, beautiful. Like I think it was House of Blue or something. I was like, oh my God, I would love to have that. Have a solid yellow. I don't know. I fall in love with all of them. It really doesn't. There is no. If I see one and I'm in the market for, if I'm going to get one, it could be the first one I see. I'd fall in love with it. So, Yeah.
You started with imports. Would you normally recommend somebody start out with an import, or would you
No.
stick with captive born and bred?
I would say start out with captive born and bred. They're so much easier. You just have to. There, the guy named Chris, who he's Snake Spirit on Instagram, gave me a really good advice, and he said only spend what you're able to lose. Like with you get an import, something could be wrong with it. It could die, and you have to also think you have to take it to the vet. You have to do all this stuff. So you might as well just buy a captive. It's the same price. You think you're like, I would never buy an import like you see on the tables, like at, in those little deli cups at, you know what I'm talking about? Like, but here's the thing. I went to Daytona and bought the Aru at that show, but I knew who had that animal.
Yeah.
And he had him, a year prior, and the animal's very healthy and everything. So that's the only reason,
I mean, there were some beautiful chondros at Daytona for sure.
Yeah.
And then Carly had one of her localities, and she had one of her designers there. They were stunning.
Oh, I didn't even see I saw Carly at the bar, but I didn't see Carly at the show.
Yeah, she was tucked in at a little table, and I want to say she was in room 1.
Okay. Yeah. See, I didn't see her, but there was. The Arus were gorgeous. I was like, oh my gosh. And I waited. I saw him the first day, and then the second day I'm walking around. I wasn't planning on buying one, but I just walked over there. I was like, nah, let me see it. And he got it out, and that was it. I was like, okay.
Well, once they hand it to you.
You're coming home with me. Yeah, you're coming home with me. You're mine now.
They know that too. That's why they handed it over, because they're like, yeah, as soon as we hand this over, she's done.
Yes. That is the truth.
Oh,
so
goodness.
True.
Yeah. No, there were a few there. I tend to shy away from them at this point, only because it is kind of intimidating for me, honestly. It's like, okay, if I bring this animal in and it goes to hell in a handbasket, more or less, then
right.
For that I might as well have just dropped, like you said, the extra money to get a captive born and bred from somebody who,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think like DM Exotics, like that he get his imports, that he's an importer, and his all look pretty good, and he nido tests them and all that stuff. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's really up to the individual. Like I said, I would not get one.
There are some that you wouldn't get one from.
Yes, that's all I'm going to say. Yes, that's right.
We can leave it at that. I can pick up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
Some of those particular ones at some of the shows. And you look in the enclosure and you see like several of them have grounded themselves, because they'll set up an enclosure, but you'll see the babies like grounded, and you're like, no, I'm just beautiful, but I'm gonna keep on moving, like this is what it is. So
can't do it.
And you see like a lot of people coming in that just random, like it's almost an impulse buy, like they see this chondro at this show, they don't realize, okay, if it's grounding like that and it looks like that, it's gonna be a harder hill to climb.
Yeah.
And they just pick up this animal and they have no clue what they're getting themselves into.
Right.
So, I wish there was a bigger education piece on that portion of it. But
right. Yeah, I know. It's
one day.
One day. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, one day. So how many do you? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. I have 3 currently. I plan on bringing a 4th home, a sarong baby.
Yeah.
So I will be bringing that home probably next month.
Okay.
Give or take.
Now, do you name yours?
I do. I name these.
Okay,
my ball
good.
pythons are numbered. They're just a number, but my chondros are named. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
good. Yeah. Okay, good.
It's hard though with the names because obviously you don't know as you're getting them as a baby, you don't know whether it's going to be a male or female for
Right.
18 months. So it's like,
True.
what are unisex names? So the two that I have, the male that I acquired as an adult, he already was named from his previous owner. So we just kept that name and Irvin. For my Biak female, she's as green can be. So I just went with Clover. I was like, something
I like
easy.
that. Yeah.
And then the designer that I got from Bill is Addiction because it started this whole rabbit hole for me. So I was like,
perfect name.
Got me addicted
like
to boring stuff.
Yeah,
so
that's a perfect name. That's a perfect name. Yeah.
And that just
like
set up like a female. So Shed and Crow female. So I'm like, do I keep the name or do I change the name? So.
Yeah, I mean, Solstice, that's my sarong. And I got that one from Trav. And we thought this whole time it was a female. And I just assumed it was a female, named her Solstice. And she just, or it's a he now, just shut out like a major male, like it's a male man. I was like, what the heck? Wow. I was like, what?
No more butterfly, huh?
No, it was like, yes, it was like, I am a male, So I just didn't know how to feel the whole day. I was just like, kind of like in shock because I thought it was a female. It doesn't matter one way or the other, but I was just like.
So did you keep the name Solstice then, or have you kept the name Solstice and nicknamed it something else?
No, Solstice. It's just Solstice.
Just Solstice.
Yeah.
With some wicked hemipenes.
Yes. I was like shocked. I was like, where did this come from? My gosh. Yeah. Craziness.
So, because you have yours kind of spread out through the house, so it might be a little bit of a different setup than obviously, like for me, everything's in one room. When you add a new one, what does quarantining look like for you?
Quarantine is in my bedroom. That's where the Aru is. And he will come out here in my living room. Like, I mean, I could put him over here. This is kind of like a little snake area. It's like a sunroom area. But I'll probably move him out into the living room. So my bedroom is the quarantine area. Yeah.
Because I know for us, like, it has to be I can't obviously bring them in here until they.
No. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's too much of a risk. But
yeah.
And then, how long do you normally quarantine for?
I will probably keep him in there for maybe, I don't know, I got him in August, so I will probably keep him in there probably 6 months.
Yeah.
Some people do 3 months, sometimes 3 months, but I'll probably keep him in there 6 months. Yeah.
Do you do any nido testing of your own while they're in
yeah, I haven't nido tested them, but I'm going to nido test them, yes. Yeah. Because if I plan to, pair him with her at some point, I want to just make sure that everything's good.
Everything's free and clear.
Yeah.
I ended up, obviously I nido tested mine, but that was a fun experience, especially with the Biak female,
Yeah.
That was definitely a fun experience. Honestly, it was a little intimidating,
Yeah. Oh man, I'm telling you, the Biaks, I know that when I first got Malachi, he's my first Biak, the first one I got. I was taking him out of what they put him in a box. It was the weirdest thing to put him in a box. And I was taking him out of the box to put him in the enclosure, and he bit me in the chest. He just you could just hear it. She just bit me in the chest, like, dang. So I put him in the enclosure, and he was just scared. I mean, it was literally my fault. He was just scared, honestly. But they're crazy. They're just like, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is about them, but I mean,
she's
they're
actually pretty calm. She was like that when I transported her. She was like in a clear tote with a perch, and I picked her up because we were vending a show together. So her other owner brought her, and I think just that whole environment shift was what triggered her, because she literally was like slamming the side of the freaking tub the entire day.
Right.
But once I got her here and situated, obviously reaching in, I actually have leather like welding gloves because I'm like, you're not gonna catch me slipping. Like, it's not happening. But once I pull her perch out, as soon as her perch clears the doorway of her enclosure, she's fine.
She's fine.
She immediately will start exploring, and she's cool and collected. Like, I can hand her to my youngest. He's 8 and on spectrum and grabs like crazy, and she will just sit there in his hands.
Yeah, I mean, they all really, I mean, I can take them out. Like, she's amazing. She's giant, but she's amazing to take out. She's good. I mean, I can go in there and change out the puppy pads, do whatever I have to do, and they just like look at me like, whatever, do it, and you know. But when I say spastic, I don't know, Malachi, it might be the male. I don't know. He's crazy. He's just a crazy snake. I don't know. He swims every night. As soon as the lights go out, he gets in this because I have a big corner like water bowl thing. It's giant. It's like his swimming pool. He goes in and he just swims. I mean, he's just a different kind of snake. Yeah. He identifies as a water snake. I mean, he's funny.
That is interesting that you say that, though, because the male I have, like, every night he leaves the perch, and he is like Dora the Explorer in his cage. You know?
Yes.
I mean, all over. Where the baby and the Biak will, I mean, they'll kind of move between their perch levels, but they don't ever like get down really and explore. Yeah. But he is all over, and he's mean. He's the mean one for sure.
Yeah. That Malachi's that way. What's crazy though is Solstice. She sits up. I mean, I keep calling her she. He sits up on his perch, and he really doesn't roam that much. I don't know if he's too young. I don't know, but that he exhibits like he's a girl. I don't know. It's a boy though. It's for sure a boy. Yeah.
No confusion.
No confusion. No, definite boy. And she is just the only time I ever see her roam is when she's hungry, like the day before feeding day. She'll like stretch out, come and look around like she's hunting or something, you know. But other than that, she's pretty just
chill.
Yeah, very chill. Yeah.
Do you keep any live plants in your enclosures, or is it just
yeah, they're live pothos. I keep pothos. Just a pothos plant. I got them at Home Depot. Just wash the leaves off real good, and I'll put like some substrate, you know, like coconut husk or something on top in it, and put that in there, and they do fine. I have them in all the chondros, and it helps with humidity too. If someone needed help with humidity, it helps with that, and they use it to shed on. Like they'll go in between it and stuff and shed in there and stuff. So yeah. And it looks nice. I think it looks nice.
Yeah, I was looking through some of your pictures, and I was like, are those real or is that fake? What is
that?
So,
yeah. The bottom thing is now all the stuff that's on the top and stuff, of course, is not real. Yeah. But at the bottom, you know, the pothos does really well in there.
And do you have any special lighting for that, or it's just your normal?
She actually has like one of those fish lights, you know what I'm talking about that. That's what she has. And her plant does great. Malachi and them, they have Arcadia LED, what's it called? The Jungle Dawns.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and of course there's Duga, because that's a grow light. I mean, it's bright as hell, but yeah. I don't think they like it a whole lot either, because it just jumps on, you know, it's dark, and then boom, they have this.
And then the spotlight is on.
And I try to put like fake plants up underneath, like, so it's like it gives them kind of shade, so it's not so bright. So, yeah.
And then you don't spray, obviously, because our humidity is already high
Right.
here. So
Right.
just the plants alone and our Florida humidity is sufficient for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do, just because Trav had told me about it, I inject the feeders with water.
Okay.
And that just to make sure that they, so that I think that helps too, injecting the feeders with water.
To keep
So.
their humidity. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
keeping them hydrated for
Yeah.
shedding and stuff.
Obviously, you're using frozen thawed if you're injecting them.
Yes.
Do you feed mice, rats, ASFs, quail? What do you feed?
I feed rats.
Okay.
Yeah, strictly rats. Except
then,
the hognose, he eats mice, but the chondros, rats.
How often are you feeding your adult chondros?
I feed them all. They all are on the same schedule. Every 2 weeks they get fed. Yeah, every 2 weeks. So,
have you ever thought about trying other prey sources, prey types?
I have thought about like quail or something, just to see if they, something different, but I haven't done it yet. But yeah, I've thought about it.
I've considered it, honestly, for the quail. So right now I alternate mine between mice, rats, and ASFs.
Yeah.
It just, it's whatever. If I feel like doing mice, obviously I have to thaw those out because I don't breed those, but rats and ASFs I breed. So
oh, okay, cool.
Alternate between them. But I have debated quail. And I have, since I know I plan on breeding, I've reached out to a couple gecko breeders, and I'm like, hey, if you have any that don't make it.
Yeah, I'll take them. Send them
I'll take them.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can try around here. So
yeah.
It's interesting hearing different people and what they feed in their collections, because we all kind of do it a little different.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Yep.
What is one piece of advice you would give to somebody who's looking at possibly getting a chondro?
Do your research. Just do your research. Get as much information as you can. Set up the enclosure before you get the animal.
Sorry, my daughter is like over here wanting to pop in and say hello.
Oh, is she? Aw. Yeah.
Come here. All right, good night. Love you.
Aw.
She wasn't going to go to bed without that.
Aw, I love that. That's sweet.
Good, you can have her. I'll ship her right to your house. Enclosures. All right. She cleans enclosures too. She'll feed. She cleans. She'll feed your chondro. If you need something ultrasounded, she'll ultrasound it for you too.
Nice. Yeah, I would just say, like, do your research. If you can, reach out to people who have kept them, talk to them about it before you do it, and set up the enclosure before you get the animal, and dial everything in before the animal comes. Yeah.
And then what temps do you keep at?
What temps I keep at? They get 82 daytime and then 78 at night. So it just automatically drops down to 78 at night. Yeah. Yep.
While we're wrapping it up, chat, just so you know, if you have any questions, feel free to post them and we'll try to answer them as we can too. Any questions for me?
How long have you been keeping?
So I started in 2020 with ball pythons. I was one of the great COVID-19 breeders.
Yes.
But I got into it then, knowing I was going to do it for the long haul. So
okay.
I knew it wasn't going to be fast money. It wasn't going to be easy money by any stretch.
Right.
I'm not depending on this to pay my light bill. So
right.
It's something fun for me.
Yeah.
So I started with that, and then, I got the bug because I started looking at chondros then. But I was really, honestly, for me, I was intimidated. I let the reputation kind of gets me that they're hard, and I didn't know if, as a keeper, if honestly I was ready at that point.
Right.
And then after a lot of homework and Bill being my peer pressure.
Yeah, Bill's awesome.
Here we
Yeah.
are. He really wasn't peer pressure, FYI. It was like, hey, I have one available.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
That's all it took.
Yeah.
That was all the pressure it took.
Yeah.
But I got that one, and as soon as she landed and I opened that deli cup and I took her out, it was over for me. It was a done deal.
Yes, I know they're like tattoos. You can't just get one.
No,
I mean they're addicting.
Yeah,
They
you see people like I've seen other ball python breeders obviously venture down this particular rabbit hole. And the going thing is, oh, I'm just gonna start with one. I'm like, yeah, okay. Good luck with that. Like that's what I said too. So.
Yep.
That's how it went. I never thought that like next year I would possibly be breeding my first pair of chondros. I didn't think it would happen quite, that quickly, but
yeah,
it's a learning opportunity. That's part of the reason why I do this too. This podcast is just to talk to people and see what other out there, truthfully, because there's a lot to learn.
There is a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. It's like, give me all the chondro info there is. I want to know it all.
Yeah, constantly like watching. And I mean, there's a few channels who cover chondros, but I feel like when you compare chondros to ball pythons, like, or, there's some that they have like a plethora of podcasts you can watch, and then there's some that are more limited. So, it keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
And I love this community. I absolutely love the chondro community.
I do too.
I think it's funny that there's very few women now.
Yeah, there is very few women, right? But we rock though. I mean, we are doing this, so
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's that whole, you say you can't do it, so now I'm going to prove to you I can type of thing.
Yeah, I can definitely do it. I mean, don't tell me, because I can, Somebody was saying, what, you can't, you're going to thaw out rodents? Dude, it's like you get desensitized to it. Do you not get, I mean, it does, I just feel like that's what they're eating. I mean, this is their food. Just like if we're, it's part of the thing. They have to eat.
I mean, so you get questioned, like, you actually hear that question a lot. So I vend, and I have people that walk up and I'll be like, "Do those ball pythons eat bugs?" I'm like, did you really just ask me that? Like, no, you have to throw ratatouille in the enclosure, let the snake eat.
Yeah.
Like, there are some people that it weirds them out. No, for me, like frozen thawed, my only issue with frozen thawed is I don't mind feeding a couple frozen thawed, but I'm not thawing out 100 rodents.
Right.
It's not happening.
No, if you have a huge I can understand that. No, I mean, I have 13 animals, and it takes me 2 hours. I mean, honestly, with the chondros, it's quick. The ball pythons are the ones that give me trouble.
Yeah,
they're the ones that I'm like, are you not going to eat this? Or they'll grab it, and then they're like, eh. And then I have to go reheat it, or warm it up quickly and bring it back, and then they'll take it. I'm like, oh my God, just eat the daggone thing, Yeah,
so I have issues with the nerves in my hands. So me trying to hold the feeder and do like a zombie dance.
Yeah.
I end up dropping the feeder, and I get to the point where I'm just like, forget this. Like,
no.
Take your food.
Yeah, I'm just like, this damn snake, I'm like, oh, I'm walking back, putting it back in the warm water. I'm like, oh my God. The chondros, like I said, they are easy. The Amazon tree boa is easy. The emerald tree boa, easy. I mean, they're ready to eat as soon as you give it to them. So it's just the ball pythons. They're picky.
They are
picky sometimes.
They really are. Do you plan on getting any more emeralds or Amazons?
I don't know. I mean, I love the emerald. He's a sweetheart, and he's like a special animal because Noe got two of them, and she offered one to me. And so now it's like we have siblings. That's what it's like she's raising one and I'm raising one. And it's pretty cool. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. He's really a cool animal. I love him, but I don't know. And I already have 2 Amazon tree boas. That's probably all I'll have. Yeah. 2's good enough.
Have you thought about carpets and art?
I haven't. Everybody, I mean, they're gorgeous animals, are they not? They're gorgeous.
They are. I actually debated on like diamonds. But then I started like listening to some of the podcasts, and there's such a limited gene pool for diamonds that with the line breeding that obviously questions are coming in. Are there health issues that are arising because the gene pool is so limited? So that kind of steered me away for the interim. So, you know, more chondro money.
Yeah, exactly. I know people that have them and love them. You know, they love them.
They're beautiful.
They really are. No, I don't know. No, I'll probably just, if I get anything else, it'll be more chondros, I'm sure. Yeah.
Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. Well, with that being said, do you have any other questions for me before we wrap this up?
No.
All right, perfect. Well, I'm going to throw you backstage for a minute. Thank you so much, Dee Dee, for coming on and giving me
Thank you.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you so much. Okay.
All right, everyone. So this concludes another episode. Thank you so much for jumping on. And I apologize for my faux pas at the beginning. I can't always be on point. You know, sometimes I got to slack a little. But again, thank you always. I appreciate everything from you guys. And I hope you guys have an amazing night.
Chondro Corner, where we rise and grow. Twist and turn, let the passion flow. Chondro Corner, watch the future shine. Every scale a story, one of a kind.
From the shadows we move, striking out bright. In every twist we find the light. Breeding the best, gotta have patience in this game. Chondro Corner, where we make our name. Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner. Chondro Corner, where we rise and grow. Twist and turn, let the passion flow. Chondro Corner, watch the future shine. Every scale a story, one of a kind. Every scale tells a tale, every clutch a dream. Working the grind, we reign supreme. In every corner, the potential's real. Chondro Corner, where we seal the deal. Chondro Corner, 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 Chondro Corner. When we scale tells a tale, every clutch a dream. Working the grind, we reign supreme. In every corner, the potential's real. Chondro Corner, where we seal the deal. Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, Chondro Corner, where we rise and grow. Twist and turn, let the passion flow. Chondro Corner, watch the future shine. Every scale a story, one of a kind. Chondro Corner, where we rise and grow. Twist and turn, let the passion flow. Chondro Corner, watch the future shine. Every scale a story, one of a kind.